Hello. Welcome, chat. Welcome to more stream. My name is Indez, and today we're gonna have a special guest, boys. We're gonna have a special guest today. Our boy Laureth is coming into town, boys. That's right, he's coming into town. How are you guys doing today? Welcome, Gray. Welcome, Master. Holy cow. Saya, Skoma, Finding Peace, Mary, Pudding. How are you guys doing today? Well, today is it is Saturday. Today in the morning, I went to have a lovely meeting with a friend of mine. Like sometimes like he lives in Lisbon, and he's actually from my hometown, but every once in a while he comes here. We also shared he was like literally my right hand man while I had like the design agency. And yeah, every time he comes here I take not a day off, but I take at least a morning off, and that's why we actually didn't have a video coming out today. But you know what, there are some things that are like priority. There's always going to be the next day, but I can tell you that tomorrow there's going to be a very special video coming because, guys, yeah, all I can say is that tomorrow you guys may like the video because I had a very interesting conversation with Laureth. Yes, Laureth is alive. And well. And so tomorrow I'm gonna post a video collabing with Laureth. It's gonna be a good one, and I think you guys also gonna like it. Welcome, Mark. Welcome to the stream. How are you guys doing? How is the class looks beat aesthetics? Which class looks beats aesthetics? Right now, I think the class with the best looks and the best it has to be the wizard female, in my opinion. But yeah, boys. A lot of things is happening. So how you guys are doing? How you guys are like? Why is we don't have the bot yet? Why is my chat bot not working? What the hell? What is going on, chat? I'm getting scammed. Actually, legit getting scammed. How is the new gem? Yeah, that's what you know. Me and Laureth is gonna reply tomorrow. But if you want the TLDR, since you are a legend that you are here on this live stream. Yeah, probably this one you guys may want to skip. Yo, Flamer, what's up? So, guys, do you guys think today is gonna be the day that we finally gonna get that ancient helmet, the Inferno 8 ancient helmet? I mean, probably it's gonna be... We're gonna be close, right? I mean, like... We still didn't drop it, but if we ever drop it, that'll be golden, guys. That'll be golden. Yesterday we had a very good session. By the end, I kind of rage out because first I was like really tired. I mean, like if you do PvP in this game for like 3 or 4 hours, that's insane. We can all agree that's pretty insane, right? And that's what I actually did. So we have here 4 L Slayer bounties. So I am gathering these ones because I'm legit feel like I feel like today is gonna be the day, guys. Today is gonna be the absolute day. Doing good. Some battlegrounds convoy testing with a different Zadra build. Zadra has like some it has like the new pants, right? The new pants, they seem kind of interesting. I didn't test it out. You missed my Barbie. I hope it's gonna come back. Like every class will come back eventually. We keep doing this rotation. The reality, you guys have to understand. I play the game I play a lot this game, and I stream every day and I create content for it. And if I don't really change classes, I will probably already have quit Diablo Immortal. And because there's not enough content in the game to just be playing, or at least for me to just be playing one class, you know. Yo, what's up, Grid? The new the pants pulls barbs out of the whirlwind. Oh, really? Oh, that's disgusting. All I can say is like to be honest, if the Crusader goes back to the trash tier, I will be happy. Yeah, that's all I can say. Not a huge fan. Why am I getting like so much damage? Jesus Christ, come on, man. Yo, Ken, how are you doing today? Are you guys having a lovely weekend? So today is Saturday, but I already did a lot, and we're gonna do more. So hopefully, you know, Laurent, he won't be late. So he's gonna come back. He's gonna come here like in what time it is? It's like okay, in 25 minutes, Laurent will be here. I'm curious. It's been a while since we had someone here on the stream, right? And also I am very curious because as you guys know, Laurent, which is our Necro King, he pretty much changed to the Druid, and I'm very curious to know how is that experience going. You're changing to a new class. Which class did you change? I mean, what class have you been curious to try? I will say like most classes right now are in a good spot. Most of them, at least all of them are quite viable to play, you know. So that's a good thing. Okay, first one, we didn't get the helmet, feels bad. Next one for sure. So, if you asking me what are, in my opinion, the top classes right now, probably has to be what? Wizard. I feel like it is the absolutely best class right now, above everyone. Probably like a tier of its own. You know, I think like right now it's good in PvE, it's good in PvP, it's good like literally everywhere. Then you probably have a tier below, most likely Crusader, Barb. Now I think Barb may be a bit below in PvE though, but in PvP it does very well. But yeah, I'll probably put Crusader, Barb, in Tempest, and Necro, maybe like in the same one. You got recognized in the battleground the other day from here. Oh, so you shared the same name. Oh, that's awesome. That's actually awesome. So someone said, "Are you Ken from Indez Chat?" Oh, that's pretty awesome. Well, I am glad that you legends are meeting each other. Is Wizard best for low reso players? No, not really. I mean, it is if you're gonna play depends which build you're playing. If you're trying to go with a battle mage, probably not the best build for you in PvE. But if you go with a crowd control, it's pretty nasty though. New builds for monk. As I am seeing, like the builds, maybe there are like 1 or 2 updates, but there's not a lot like a lot of like newness, if that's what you're asking. No. I wish like monk had a few new things, but it doesn't. What? Wait, man, I hate this boss. This boss, seriously? Am I gonna die? Bro, I'm gonna die. No fucking way. Okay, he died. Yeah, he died, but I also died. Oh my god. It's alright, it's alright. We are doing this without the savior. I'll never die with the savior. Yo, Green, thanks so much for the follow on Twitch. Is it really hard? It's really hard to farm legendary items? When you change into Bard from Necro? I mean, everything will be harder than Necro because Necro AFK farms, right? The only class that really competes with with Necro in terms of like farming or AFK farming is Blood Knight. I will actually say that Blood Knight, if you build it well, in my opinion, is even better than Necromancer. But Necromancer is way easier. Way easier. Alright, we didn't get the helmet. Come on, man. Give me that helmet, boys. Also, the other thing about Wizard is that the builds itself right now are not really that free-to-play... no, sorry. Not mobile-friendly. They are not very mobile-friendly. You can play them on a mobile, but they are a bit annoying to play with. That I can guarantee. Druid, man, Druid is probably like in the bottom of the list right now. It's actually insane how the new class in the game is probably the worst class right now. Isn't that nuts? I am certain that they will have to fix a lot, Druid. Probably Druid is gonna be one of my first classes to play in Inferno 8 instances. I am so curious to see what they are actually gonna try to cook. Because can you guys imagine if we have nothing? Like, they say, oh yeah, we're gonna work a lot on the Druid. And then the Ancestors comes and like, they are so useless. Push these, push. Blood Knight, 900 Paragons, full Ancestors PV is like, it's top like Barb? No, it's not top like Barb.
Much better.
It's slightly below Barb, but it is still quite decent. I will put, like, from my experience, I played Blood Knight in these past weeks, right? I will put like Blood Knight at like B+. Is a B+. Maybe maximum like A-, depends on your class, on your account. But in a free-to-play account, like where you don't like kill and destroy everything regardless the class, I will put like at B+. It still like works and it's still like very decent, but it just cannot yet compete like with the top tier classes. Man, like, oh. Maybe I should come like with a savior pet. By the way, guys, I don't know if you guys saw kill all the enemies. Oh, I didn't kill here. But I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna show you something that you guys should know. So, if we go here to my channel, I pulled the trigger, guys. I have pulled the trigger. Yesterday, I bought Diablo II Resurrected, guys. I never played Diablo II. A lot of people ask me to try it out. I have been wanting to play Diablo 2 for a few years now. I never pulled the trigger until yesterday. And why did I pull the trigger yesterday is because it was actually on a crazy discount. How much do you think this cost me? How much, guys? How much do you guys think like the game cost for me on the Battle.net? Okay, maybe you guys gonna go to Battle.net and gonna check and they're gonna cheat. But yeah, it costs like $13. $13. That's nothing. $13. Crazy discounts. When I saw it, I was like, okay, I'm pulling the trigger. Pulling the freaking trigger. Yo, Raven, Tessa, welcome. Wizard and Necro, they die easy. I mean, they die easy because they do. Obviously, they're gonna die easy or easier, but you have to learn how to play with the classes to move around. Barb with the Whirlwind is really good. You can see Dungeons Barbs often doing top DPS. Yeah, they will do top DPS until they have like a Crusader or a Wizard in their party that knows what they are doing. Besides that, I don't think anyone can top DPS it. And the thing is, like, is always related to the accounts. So instead of comparing, it is like a big mistake that exists. Instead of like really being and going and comparing with other players, compare with your own accounts. So whenever I do tier lists and all these things, I don't really care about the other people's accounts, okay? I don't care like if you guys are doing like 20 million DPS or something, because it doesn't really matter to me. Like, I will doesn't matter what is the class, I'll never do like 20 million DPS, right? So my comparison is how do these classes they perform on my account, which is a free-to-play account. I've been playing for a year and 4 months, and yeah, that's my comparison. And then I rank them up based on how they perform on my account. All right, no good. Got here a freebie. Come on, boys. Yo, Robin, what's up? So now I'm just waiting for also Madison, the horror game, to to pretty much just get in discount. That'll be also cool. We're gonna have a horror stream coming soon, boys. Coming soon. I was thinking that maybe we can do it at night, but I don't know. I mean, like, it's always night here in my room. If you like, let's be honest. But I have like this huge light, and this is like the minimum. I have like a big light, and this light is like in the minimum. So I will have to try to play with a different type of lighting for the horror stream. Because otherwise, this is probably too much on my face. I want to have like that dark mood. All right. I mean, but Monk like does quite well. Like I feel like Monk at this stage is just like you can do like pretty much everything quite well. Like you don't sweat a lot. But it is very like dependent on your primary attack. Everything is like his primary attack base. But once you get like the single targets, he just destroys, guys. He absolutely destroys. All right, so we did 4 Hellslayer bounties, and we didn't get one single. Oh man, one single ancient helmet. Feels bad. So, is there any news for Diablo Immortal? Where to go and check it out? Let me go here. Let's go on. Let's just like scroll very quickly on the Reddit to see. How was Hearthstone Diablo Immortal? How was this crossover? Cards PV only, limited by mana cost. Little to no change events. We got 10 legendary crests, free pet skin because it was a mistake. New gem at the market. Was it fun or just a filler? Yeah, for me, very weak content. Yeah, very weak, guys. And a lot of people say like it's mid. I think it's below mid. The Crusader Bridle you will post on the Discord is basically using horses and the consecration instead of condemned. So you cannot one-shot them, right? But if it works, it works. Basically, Crusader deals a good damage with the right set and gems. Without that, nothing special. I mean, but that's like Jimbo. That's like literally every class, right? Every class needs the right set and the right gems to do decent amount of damage. Tempest and Wizards, even without a set, will do high DPS. Wizard is also pretty dependent. I think like the only class that really has a higher DPS above the norm is probably Tempest. But the thing is like the ceiling, it's not as high as like a Crusader or a Wizard. But I know what he's trying to say. You're saying that Crusader, like, you need to be at the end game to perform as this best. All right. Do we get here normal gem? No. Okay, but we'll take the rare crest. So the good news about this 2-star, and the reason being that it sucks, is that most likely we're gonna be able to actually save a lot of rare crests for the future. Which is it's quite exciting. It is quite exciting. So the next time that the limited time gem will come into the game, most likely, I will have everything. I will have absolutely all the crests and all the fragments, or enough fragments to probably do a rank 10. Only if it's gonna suck and then I actually don't need, then this actually will be a bit sad. Alright, anything else here? Be careful playing with the Steam Deck. No, I'm good. What is this? New Phantom Cosmetic? Idle effect is bugged. What is the bug about? Oh yeah, it's not a bug, it's actually how it is. I also think it's quite annoying. Like, it keeps on looping, but I feel like the right way to do this cosmetic, and maybe correct me if you think I'm wrong. Imagine if we can actually, like, you are idle and now you keep growing this gardening, but I feel like the gardening should stay. This should stay. It should not like be always looping. It feels like kind of weird. It took me more than a year to get Eben's Phantom's tendency. What? What? Nah, he's capping. What? Nah, he gotta be capping, man. More than a year. Usually you get that on the first times. It will be nice to make some plat. Oh yeah, like this minimum pricing is kind of crazy, but this is a very cracked brand talent though. You got it after months as well? Really? I think I don't remember, like it's been a while ago, but I know I got it like at the start. How do I get the Malfurion skin? Around $200 only? Yes sir. Only that, boys. Only that. Okay, so I don't think there's anything like that interesting, right? Should I open these? No, I'm not gonna open it. I'm kind of scared. Well, there's nothing here. There's nothing here, guys. Nothing there. So maybe, you know what are we gonna do? We can do like 3 matches while we wait for the... We're gonna do some PvP. Yesterday went really, really well. We almost got got legend. We are super close to legend. Gonna go here. Why is this Paragon? The Paragon keeps dropping, man. I don't know why. Okay. Cool stuff. Let me get these. Yo, Iron Goku, thank you so much for the Twitch follow, man. Okay, so if we see here, we are right now, what rank? Oh, okay, we are rank 5. We have 2,100 points. Yo, Laurent, what's up? It's here, brother. All right, let me just do... I thought you were going to take a while more. So let me just do this match and then we get on the call, okay? Get some water, do all those things. And today we're going to have our Laurent here, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a while. We're going to talk with him. All right. So this is the build that Marco is playing with. Yeah, just by name. Oh, you Light Striders? Isn't this like the summons? The pets? I think that... I'm like pretty sure this is like an older build, right? Am I wrong? With the summons, with the horses? It feels that way. Your goal means no more bots? Yeah, I hope so. But now we get the worst kind of bots, Jimbo, which are the human bots. Let's go, we got this, guys. And after a lot, I'm probably gonna do a few reacts here and there. And by the way, thank you guys so much for the support on the Indez TV channel. It's actually doing pretty well. And if you guys are on the not already subscribed, we have 2 channels that my my wife, she's doing a very good job on that. Also, we have Fade, we have Cloud. They are actually helping us to find like cool videos to react and all these things. It's working. It was going pretty well. Like this is a second channel, and we also have the clips one, which are like shorter versions. Now it's like we completely changed everything. We are still trying to figure out how this actually works. Like since we removed like to a very short amount of time, I feel like YouTube doesn't push as much. But yeah, we'll figure out that. But I want to appreciate you guys' support. It's been absolutely fantastic. All right, and it makes my wife happy. So yeah. Okay, I'm gonna heal. Okay, are we gonna start with a loss, man? Because like usually that's always the problem. That's always the problem with the streams. We always start with a loss. Come on, come on. Okay, go on the mage. Go on the mage. All right. Proc the savior. Is there a Mirror Jewels events coming? Probably like in about a month or something. It's gonna take a while though. I wouldn't expect it very soon though. Okay. All right. There's only so many mages we can take care. The Mirror Jewel should take about, I would say like probably about a month or something. We just had one, so I wouldn't expect like very soon though. Okay, we're warming up, boys. We are warming up. All right, kick his ass. No, no! So many wizards, man. Did we have one week ago? We had like... No, I was in vacation, so probably was what, like 2-3 weeks ago? So yeah, it's very soon. Jesus. Some barbs, they hit like crazy, man. Okay, big damage. You know what? I actually prefer to play against Battle Mage than CC Mages. And I hope that the CC Mage doesn't really come into the meta. Yo, Cena, what's up? How you doing? Only getting placed with 8 and 12k? Like, that's kind of crazy. How you get rated with like so high? That's actually strange. Okay. Okay, gotta go on these mages. Some mages, like, you see that mage is so thick. Alright. Alright. Easy. Come on, come on, come on. Get these. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Okay, get the kill. Gonna win, boys. Gonna win. Okay, proc the savior. Ah, dude. I'm doing really good, Senna. Like, me and Periku, we went on this 2 weeks vacation to the south of Portugal. Like, very, you know, 1 or 2 weeks back. Probably like around 2 weeks now. And we are back on the grind now. but things has been going really well. Yo, Tony, what's up, man? You're here. You can have fun now. How are you doing, Tony? Is Tony Soprano? He's asking my wife now. Yeah, we've been binge watching like The Sopranos. It's such a good show, man. We are like in season 4 or something now. My wife just disliked Tony Soprano because he keeps cheating on his wife. It's the only thing she doesn't like about the series. Then she gets nightmares that I'm cheating on her. It's so funny. When the Diablo 2 stream is gonna be soon. It's gonna be soon, very soon. It's already bought. It's not only bought, but I already downloaded, guys. It's already downloaded. It's ready to play. Look at here. Diablo 2 is ready to play. Oh, so they pushed it. Oh my god. So they pushed it. Wow, dude. All right, we're gonna lose this one. Well, that's what it happens. Usually we usually start always the stream with a loss, unfortunately. But now it is time for us to actually go and get a special guest here on the stream. You guys most likely already know him, and if you don't, I am well, you guys gonna see. So let me go here. Are you ready, Lawrence? Let me see if he's here. You there? So I'm gonna start here a video call. Okay, so he's ready. He's ready, boys. Okay, I'm gonna go here. Wait a second. Let me pop. Look at this. Look at this beautiful face, huh?
How's it going, man?
Yo, wait. I think you're like very low. Can you guys can you do
very low?
Yeah, no, you're good. I need to pump me first. Okay, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna stop the music so I can hear you better. Now I'm gonna switch here. Let me just fix here a few things. How do I do this, man? Bro, like I take 2 weeks and I'm already like clueless. It's crazy. More options. Okay, grid view. Oh, okay. So now we can see each other side by side. All right. Removing these. I'm gonna keep the chat though. All right. How do I do this, man? Yeah. Okay. This was in the way. So these we're gonna remove. I'm gonna keep the chat because I like to keep the chat. I like the chat. And then
you gotta see the chat.
Yeah, you gotta keep the chat. Yo, brother, how you doing, man? It's been
I'm doing very well.
It's been a while, man. It's been a while. About what, like 2 months?
Even know the last, maybe even longer than that, man. Maybe even longer than that.
I mean, back then you were still a necromancer, right?
I've just changed back.
Oh, you changed back?
Yeah, today. So I've just got some sorting out to do because obviously the changeover from, you know, what it's like with class changes. Stash is absolutely a mess. I thought I'd change over because obviously we know the Paragon of Thousands just around the corner, new essences, you know, so I want to get ready for it. Hopefully there's going to be some good ones. Hopefully. Yeah,
about that, you think that they're gonna, because like, can we agree that, I mean, the Druid itself, I feel like in many ways was a bit disappointing for a lot of people, right? But I want to know your thoughts first, because it was your first class, right? That you changed. Now Necromancer, you play for almost 3 years. New class comes, Druid. He has pets, he has summons, he has all these things. How did you felt about it after playing for 1 month?
I actually felt it was actually really good. You know, a lot of fun to play. I think at the start when it was released, we all see the comments. You know, everyone was mad about it because it wasn't OP as everyone was expecting it to be.
Yeah.
But actually, like, there's a couple of builds that actually do perform really well at the moment in time. Don't get me wrong, there is still dead slots. And I think that is going to be the issue going forward. The buff they did was really nice. That helped. That was really good. But I think hopefully going forward, the next, lot of essences and even further on from that, another set where we get 12 more, that would be nice because then there'll be hopefully a broader range of builds that we can use.
Yeah, because imagine like I personally I will say I'm with you. I played with it. I thought it was a lot of fun. It is a fun class to play. It can pretty much do everything in the game. It just doesn't excel at anything. I think like that's one of the issues. But you mentioned like the death slots, and that's like actually one of the things that I feel like if they fix it, especially for example on the caster builds, on the healer builds, support builds, and all these things, I think we can start seeing a very strong class coming by.
Oh, 100%. And I said it in numerous times in my stream, I could see Druid eventually being top. It will go top of all the classes. And I think that will be both PvP and PvE.
Yeah.
It's got that potential. It really has. It would be good to see it go that way, especially as it's got a healer build. That was definitely
yeah.
gonna
I
mix
feel like
things up.
that was so disappointing. I tried to make a healer
Have
build.
you seen the build? Have you seen the build I was been playing recently?
No, I did not. I gotta
Like it's
check
a
that out.
proper pure circle of life build.
But
And
how did you do it? Because like you
it's
probably
really,
are you just
really good.
using like the base healing?
You use just standard circle of life. You've got to have, some of the class affixes. You're literally chasing after your team members to go and heal them.
Okay.
And you're
And it
providing
works well.
CC with searching. It works amazingly. Yeah, it works amazingly.
I saw the other day, like I saw a druid. He was actually playing around the idol. He was using like the surging stone. He was like a healer tank surging stone kind of thing.
Pretty much, but you're not using any transformation in this build.
Yeah, no transformation, and the guy was thick as fuck, man. I couldn't kill him. He just stands still, and all of a sudden, Jesus Christ,
he will not die. As simple as that. It's really good. And Nora and Spirus is in the chat. Like Spirus is the one that really, figured the build out, and it's kind of like over time we kind of adapted it, figured it out, and it's just really good build. I can see it being so strong in the future.
And how many dead slots that he has? Like
I think
probably like 3,
2 or 3. I think it still is.
Yeah.
Spirits in the chat will confirm that. I can't remember off the top of my head.
Yeah,
There's been so many builds that I've tried out with Druid, and I think there's 2 good builds that work well with Druid at the moment. I think the dungeon build is really strong. It can do some good damage, not compared to any other class, but on its own, it does
enough damage.
Absolutely fine.
Does enough damage. Yeah.
3 dead slots as pure healer. There we go. Spirits has just confirmed it.
Yeah.
3 dead slots.
The one I made, it was a long time ago. He had 3 dead answers. That's why I was asking.
Yeah.
I was pretty frustrated, especially with the chess piece, because it's like it shares the circle of life and it shares like also the thorns, and I didn't like that. We didn't have like good choices for the offense.
No, that was the trouble.
Yeah.
I think there was some. Yeah, just the way the essences were kind of, spread over the pieces of gear. Some of them just didn't make any sense.
Yeah.
It was a shame. A shame.
During but then you go like full tank, right? That's what you do. Like on the essences?
Yeah. You'd just go full tank. I tried some tank builds in PvP, but the healer build was stronger.
No, but a healer, but with the defensive legendaries, right?
You would have to go. You would go somewhat defensive in the actual your setup.
Yeah, because you're just a healer. You're not there to do really damage.
You've got to survive. If you're alive, you're providing healing. If you're dead, you're not, right? So you want to be making sure you survive, and that's why you had issues killing that person, because it built the character.
Yeah, they didn't kill me, but they were annoying.
You couldn't kill them.
Yeah. But I couldn't kill them with the monk with this build. Also, I think they were like slightly higher resonance, so that was annoying. So we have Tony here saying, considering Diablo Immortal is a mobile game, how much of an advantage is playing on the PC? Do the faster inputs even register? You can answer this one.
I would say you've still got an advantage playing PC. Keyboard and mouse, you're still going to get an advantage.
Yeah.
100% compared to using, your hands on a mobile screen, or even using like a controller of some sort.
You cannot say that you got sponsored. I saw that. You cannot.
It wasn't a sponsor. It was a gift.
Oh yeah, the barter. Yeah.
Yeah, Razor actually just contacted me and was like, "Hey man, we want to send you a gift."
Yeah,
I
they're
was
like,
like,
man, I love your
"Sure."
beard. Like, and I'm trying to grow mine back again. Maybe whenever it's that
It's looking
length, I'll
good.
get.
But Razor, man, Razor have been great. Like they sent me this chair, they're sending me a headset. They've just been in contact constantly. It's been great.
You gotta hook me up with that contact, huh? I need a new chair. You know, I can skip the controller, but the chair, I'll be good, man. Um,
Actually, like talking about the controller, like there's always been this gripe about controllers, right? And there still is. Even on my channel, I think it was yesterday, someone said they've been using the Kishi controller that I got gifted.
mhm.
And they received a ban recently. And it was to do with macros.
Mm.
But as far as I'm aware, the Kishi is on the list to be used. So there's more than meets the eye when it goes to that whole conversation about controllers, right?
Yeah. Without spoiling, did you already said something about something that happened yesterday?
I
No.
haven't not yet.
Okay. Okay. So we have here Iron Goku. Druid was very disappointing to me. I played Blood Knight all the way up until the Druid tried out, but it just feels slow. What do you thought about that?
Druid feeling slow. I
Mm,
would say it can feel slow because you're playing a bear most of the time. The best builds are the bear builds, especially in
yeah.
PvE, which can feel quite slow. You want to use it to your advantage on like using leap and
Yeah.
things like that, and having wolves that just speeds you up. But you can only get 60% movement speed anyway. You can't get to the 70 yet,
Yeah.
which
No,
is a shame.
I personally, I loved it to play the bear.
Oh,
It's
it's
just
great.
the animations are so flawless.
As long as you get ahead of the pack when you're in a dungeon, and then you actually can like leap into a massive
Yeah,
bunch of
yeah,
mobs,
yeah.
and then you leap in, you do damage, and you start stomping the ground. Oh, that's just the numbers is just insane. It's great.
Uh, the
And
werewolf.
going
Yeah,
back to
go.
what you just asked, I'd announced it on my channel. I haven't said anything since it's been in your channel.
Oh, you already announced it, so can we speak about it?
Of course we can. Yeah, of course we can.
Oh, okay, okay. So, guys, um, you guys know that I like Laurent a lot. He's been a upcoming talent, and I have a sniff for talent when it comes to content creators. And since early on, I saw that Laurent had a lot of potential. So, guys, I have the pleasure to tell you that Laurent here yesterday he actually became a Diablo partner. Congratulations, brother. Man,
Cheers, man.
that's bro. If there is like I saw other creators coming in and no shade for them. Like they also
No,
probably deserve it, right? But you definitely deserved it. You definitely deserve it. So congratulations on that.
cheers, bro.
Like you always put it like good quality content, and good things take time. You know, like
I
in
agree. You know, I
and
wasn't. The promise that I was hoping it was going to happen. You know, the
yeah.
content that I'd been pushing out, especially for Necro since November.
Mm-hmm.
I just kept pushing forward. And then got into conversation around a week ago, and yeah,
Did you
that's the
talk with
story.
Blood? Was Blood?
Yeah, yeah, talk with blood. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, it's good. It's a good idea.
that was weird. That was kind of weird. Like I said to blood, I was like, man, I used to watch your content.
Hopefully like next year you're gonna come on to the Blizzard headquarters as well. You're
That'd be
gonna
cool.
meet him
That'd
in
be cool.
person. I spoke with him a lot. He was one of the main guys that I spoke while I was in Blizzard HQ. It's great. And even though I didn't watch like a lot. I used to watch like multiple like Diablo 3s, but
Yeah,
content creator, but it came like on the second generation that I saw playing the game. But I already knew him. I knew him, Rax, and all these other guys. But
yeah,
he
yeah.
was really nice because I had like a very good conversations with him because he took the path. But for those that don't know, like we're talking about the Bloodshed, which is to be a Diablo 3 content creator for many years, and then he actually joined Blizzard for like a community manager position at the time, and then now he's like in charge of like the Diablo partner program, something like that. So yeah, it definitely kept like pushing the leaderboard, and I asked him a lot of like questions because yeah, I think I don't want to share like a lot like his personal life, so I'm gonna talk about me. But he did the path of like, okay, I started as a content creator and then I took like this corporate job, and I got like very curious about it, like Because the reality is, even though I will enjoy to do this for a very long time as a full-time content creator, it's good to also know that maybe there's other doors that open. Maybe Laurent here is going to start working at Razer now. First the controller, then the chair, then like a spot as a developer. You're a developer, right? Or the no. Oh, you said the security. Yeah, I know what you do. I'm not gonna say.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, he's a FBI. Open up, guys.
Yeah, FBI agent, 100%. Everyone, like, even when I stream, people say, "What do I do?" And I have to just say, I can't say. I'm not allowed to talk about it on social media.
Yeah,
so.
he's British. Obviously, he's a 000 agent, right? Like, what is your number?
6'9".
Yeah, 0069, guys. Oh, dude. But they were saying that ARM has a lot of free-to-play personally, I say try 1 and 2 star gems with extra. Okay, what you guys are talking about? Chat, if at any moment you guys want to ask anything to us, like this is a conversation we can have, the three of us, of course. Either of you ever stream on Twitch? Yeah, I'm actually live right now on Twitch. I always like multi-stream. I think Laurent also multi-streams. Yeah, it's for me is twitch.tv/Indez YT. You guys can go there. I think it's in the pinned comments. You guys can also check. And yeah, it's a good things about like multi-streaming. Some people prefer to watch on YouTube. Some people prefer to watch on YouTube. How does it work for you?
I get people going to both. Yes. I think I'm only up to about 50 followers on Twitch at the moment, but I do like to do stream on both because you do get the odd person pop in on Twitch and just ask a few questions. So why not?
Yeah. Do you use the multi-chat option? You do, right?
Yeah, I got a multi-chat.
Yeah. So let's go back here a bit to the game, because like you tried the Druid, and besides the dead slots, what do you think, like, can you give me like a pros and cons that you felt regarding the Druid to put him at like the top spot for you? Like what will make you convert forever for Druid and leave like Necromancer behind? What you needed to change?
Well, we all know the first thing most people would say would be more essences. I think the sad story was that Druid only had 60 essences. If it were released with more, because it is 3 years into the game, I think it would have been a different story, right? But I think in, say, 6 months, a year's time, when it does have a lot more essences, I think it's definitely going to be a good class, like we've already said. But what sort of essences are going to come, I don't know yet.
And which kind of like essences, if you had to, like, whenever you're playing, was ever like an essence that you like to have? Do you have anything in mind?
Not at this moment in time. I just want to see what the first round is going to be and then go from there, because I think there's so many different ways they can take Druid, because it is that kind of hybrid role, right? I've been playing, yesterday I was playing Survivor's Bane with it. And I don't know if you had a scene with the Druid stuff on there.
Yeah, I played.
When you go into like Bear and when you go into Wolf, you actually get 2 little summons. I actually think that's quite cool.
Oh, that was cool. That was really cool.
I didn't like the way that Wolf actually felt when it leaped. It kind of like paused.
Yeah, it was so fucking weird. Like,
yeah.
I was like, okay, at least make me like, I don't know. It was weird. Like, why am I leaping? Like, it kind of like ruins the flow of the.
Yeah, it did. It will make you lose control of your character for a second, and it just puts you off completely.
Yeah.
But I like the fact that 2 little summons did spawn, and I think an essence like that would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Whether you could have them spawn for 100% of the time as an essence, so you have like you're in bear form and you've got 2 bears with you. That'd be pretty epic.
Imagine if you can have like the 2 wolves plus 2 bears.
Oh, that'd be sick, right?
Oh, that'll be sick. That'll be actually sick. Crazy Shots is asking, what do you thought about the new collab, Hearthstone?
So I put a video out today about my thoughts.
Okay.
Like, yeah. And I actually think, like, because of the amount of free stuff we got.
Okay, I thought you were gonna say for me to go watch the video. Go watch my video right now.
Like, It's exactly that sort of conversation though. That I put a video out today because I wanted to. I've seen so many different opinions about so far since it went live, um, about the gem, about kind of the event. But I actually think it's not a bad patch. I think the amount of free stuff we got this time round is more than what we got in the anniversary event.
Yeah, but that's not a good comparison, in my opinion.
No,
No, I
but
don't think so.
when a free to play looks at it, you know, they would go, "What did we get for free compared
Y-
to another patch?" So that side of it is good. Now the gem, I don't like.
okay, first let's tackle the
Yep.
rewards topic.
Yeah.
Why I don't think it's a good comparison is because it's a collab, and you're comparing a collab like with. I agree. Listen, the anniversary was absolutely dog shit. I am tilted about it. I'm grumpy. I hate it. Okay. Uh, like the worst anniversary management that I ever seen in Diablo in any game. Okay,
Yeah.
all the other mobile games they fucking flood you with like, let's celebrate, let's do like free spins, whatever. Diablo Immortal, nothing, absolutely nothing. So I
No.
feel like it is hard to compare with that because like that's obviously like one of the worst things that could ever happen. But if I think I'll be more fair, I feel like it is fair to compare a collab with the other collabs in the past.
Okay.
Okay, and that's what I did my comparison. Like if you compare it with a collab in the past, the 10 legendary crests, yeah, we all had like, and I feel like that's where I set the expectations. Like I already expected I'm gonna have a new to start. I'm gonna have a 10 legendary crests and the portal, the frame, whatever, like these things. What are you gonna give me that I'm not expecting? You know, and I felt
Yeah.
like that's the point, the part that I kind of felt a bit disappointed because yeah, they kind of put it like a. I feel like they did a really good job, like with implementing, integrating like Earthstone with the cards, the
Yeah.
spells,
Yeah.
and things. But then it lacked the juice, like the
I agree.
events they use. They are not. Then it's not fun, you know.
I said that in my. I pretty much said that in kind of like my video when I said about the fractured planes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the cards seem really cool,
Yeah,
but they didn't seem to do anything. It just felt the same.
yeah. You don't need like the other thing is like the content. It is the same difficulty,
Yeah.
so you can beat them without the cards, like regardless. The cards will just like give an extra help, but it didn't feel like
But
as
even
impactful.
no, it didn't. I think if they'd have maybe upped the difficulty and made the cards really impactful, it could have made a different kind of level to the same content, right?
Yeah, so,
Um,
something that will make you think about a certain combination to beat certain thing, right?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
but the way it is, like you don't even need to think about anything. You just
No, and we've still got. I know we've still got Trial of the Hordes coming, which is like next week after next, I think, right? But that's going to be
yeah,
the same. I think. I think that's going to
yeah,
be the same.
yeah. It's gonna
You
be the
get
same.
you put in your cards, and unless it's going to feel different in any way, but I don't think it will. You know, sadly,
Mm.
and you know, I just think that is the way that we're kind of sadly, I suppose, used to how they do events now. But we need
Yeah, but
something new. I
yeah, but
think you've
there
said this
was
a number of
nothing
times.
unique, man. We didn't have a boss fight. We didn't have like free weapon cosmetics. We didn't had like a I mean, we had a free pet familiar, but that was completely unintentional.
Yes,
Absolutely. But it's good. It's good. It's good.
who
And
actually like whoever figured that out? GG.
yeah, actually, like I don't know, like someone came on my chat and they said, you know, you can get it for free, and I'm like, what? Really? And said they said like the battle net, and say, oh, the BattleNet. So yeah, basically it's registered. That's a bug. Like I'm sure
It
it's not
registers
gonna
as a
happen.
purchase. Yeah, it
Yeah,
registers as a purchase when it really shouldn't, right?
I don't think that's gonna happen. They gonna the monetization department in Blizzard is like rolling heads right now. Whoever like the
Like
developer
who did
already
that?
got fired. you know, you know.
Like out.
Yeah, out. No, we lost money. No, you gotta get out. That's not the way we do things here, man.
How
Uh,
did you feel about a little Ragnaros being roll 8 for anyone that doesn't get the cosmetic?
about the new one, the
Yeah,
cosmetic.
the actual cosmetic for Lil Ragnaros being on roll 8 of the Phantom cosmetic.
Uh, the Ragnaros, I didn't like it. Did you like it?
I like the cosmetic, but the fact that it's on a roll 8 and people will want to get
Oh,
it
oh, okay, okay. Okay.
of the Phantom Market cosmetic, right?
Mm, okay. I can see it in two ways. Okay, I can see it like for someone that doesn't want to buy the cosmetic, it sucks because it kind of feels like it forces you to roll 8 times. And how much it is like 8 rolls? Probably is a lot of money for like
It's a
just
lot of
a
yeah, it's
just
a lot
for
of
a
money.
pet, right? The other perspective that I can see is like, okay, they are trying to add a bit more value to the whole
Yeah,
Phantom cosmetic, because it's like 180 euros. How much is it for you? Like 170 pounds, something like that, right?
roughly, yeah, roughly.
Yeah. So yeah, in the sense, like if you are a spender that usually already buys the Phantom cosmetic, you get more value out of it.
Yeah,
If you don't, yeah, it kind of sucks that there is not a single way to get it to buy it for free. Not sorry, to just buy it from the store. Like
I
I will
yeah,
still, I would have done both because I actually didn't thought about it until you actually mentioned it. But I probably will put it on the store so you can buy for like, I don't know, 15 orbs or 1,000 orbs. I don't know the prices of that,
yeah,
and I
yeah,
will still slot it in inside the bundle of the
yeah.
Phantom
I
cosmetic.
would agree. Being
Yeah,
able to actually get it for someone that doesn't want to buy the full cosmetic would be a good idea.
yeah,
Because of the nostalgia, right? You know, Lil Ragnaros, World of Warcraft. You know, people, play
yeah.
this
But it's
game. They're
it's kind of ugly. I think like the artwork was kind of cool, but did you
cool.
see it in the game?
Yeah, I prefer the core Rager. I think that's really cool.
I
I
know,
like that.
right? It's so
Yeah,
much
really
cooler.
good. Yeah,
and,
really
and
cool.
and that's why I actually got like extremely happy because free to
You got it for
play.
free.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Because I got a bit sad that I was not gonna get it, and Blizzard was not gonna give us as a partner.
No,
So yeah, I got really happy on that. Um,
there was a workaround.
yeah, so things, and it actually feels like, in my opinion, this is the dog itself, the core, the Rager. It is, in my opinion, the best familiar skin. It looks like a pet. I like pets that they look
Yes,
like pets.
pets.
I would love to have like a wolf in the future or something. The golem is cute, but it's fucking weird. Like
Yeah,
it's cute, but it's like it's okay. I don't know.
but do you think they like brought the Golem one in to sell us on like you can get cosmetics for your familiar, as in other cosmetics as well, like a beard and stuff like that?
The customization part was cool. Is
It's
that what you
cool.
say? Yeah, it was
Yeah,
cool.
it's cool. And
Yeah.
I think that's why they had a Golem because you can
Yeah, you
do
can.
whatever you want
Yeah,
with
because
the
it's just like two rocks, and then you
It's
just
just a
can
yeah,
add things on top.
it's a blank canvas, isn't it? You know, it can just be refreshed every time you want to add something new to it.
But if I have done it, I could have done the same way, but I would have done something more spicy, which you would get to like the golem like flat, and then the rest you could earn it. You know, like
That would be cool.
you earn in dungeons, like you can drop in dungeons, you can drop here, and then
Yeah.
you just collect. And I feel like in that sense, like Diablo Immortal, it is missing the fun factor. Like, and something sometimes like the fun just comes from making things chaseable. Like you gotta work for them or a bit.
Hmm.
It doesn't need to be like 0.001 to get a fucking mustache drop chance. Uh, but something that will be cool. Like you're gonna farm dungeons and like, oh, I got the whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
I think like we discussed this in I think my stream probably yesterday, where we were
mhm.
saying like all the pets you used to be able to collect in Diablo 3. You'd have to go out and find a certain spawn on a certain map
Oh,
to be able to
really?
collect that pet. Yeah, it was exactly like that. And some of them were really rare. You'd be respawning the same map constantly, continuously to try and get the right map so you knew
Oh,
where the
that's
mob was going to
awesome.
be.
Yeah,
And it was great. It was great fun.
yeah. Crazy Shots is saying we need something to chase in game. Absolutely. And
The trouble
eh,
is, I think talking about chasing something in game, like at the moment we've got ancient helms. How do you feel about the ancient helms?
they suck.
Yeah,
They are
you
like
know,
they make me so soft that even if I want to get hard, I don't. It's just like I can't. It's like book.
the trouble is you worked all of that time to collect 100 to craft because you've not been one of the lucky ones to get a drop. And when you craft it, you look at it
Yeah.
and you go, that wasn't worth it.
Yeah, it's actually, I'm not gonna say anticlimactic, but it's definitely not what I expected.
To me, like right, when I first read about the ancient helms, it sounded to me like it was going to be almost like ancient legendaries in Diablo 3, where they are
mm,
like 100% perfect rolls when you get them.
mm,
But when you go into the blacksmith, you can actually see that none of them are perfect rolls. You can actually increase the rolls that are on there already if you just enchant them.
mhm.
You know, to me, if they were perfect rolls, higher stats, they would feel, worth chasing.
Yeah. The only thing is worth chasing is mainly like if you get, imagine like we're gonna go now into Inferno 8 and you get like an ancient helmet very early on, you get like a boost of combat rating, but
Yeah,
that's it. Like
yeah.
whales, they don't need combat rating, you know. And it's not exciting. Like
Would
I
it
feel
be
like
cool?
they
Would it be
need
cool
a
if they
better
added uniques
stats.
to the game?
Uniques.
Wouldn't that be cool?
What do you mean uniques? Like change like a certain ability?
Yeah. So you had say a couple of different unique pieces of gear for each class in the game, and then that
Oh,
is
like Diablo
the
Immortal, like Diablo
the
4.
the
Yeah.
essence on that is unique to that piece of gear. The rolls on it are always going to be higher than the gear that you would get from your standard level.
I think that's what they were trying to do with the ancient gear in Diablo Immortal.
I
I
feel
think
that.
I think that's what they are trying to go for. The major issue is that the affixes are not interesting enough. That's the honest truth. Like I had a
Yeah,
helmet that was pretty much as powerful as the Horde Splinter, and I went like with the other one for PvP.
yeah,
But I already had a PvP helmet. It was like it also had endured, it had double endured, and they had another one, a restraint or something. It was
yeah.
pretty much almost the same. And actually, it would have been slightly even better because it has triple stats, and this one has four stats, which is another problem. Um,
Well,
what
yeah,
do you?
because the four stats actually are lower because there's more
Yeah,
stats.
it divides by four, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Um, so I feel like I don't know what you guys think, but imagine if it was like a double stats and five affixes. That'll be cool.
That'd be cool.
You know,
That'd
double
be cool.
stats, or even like triple stats, but like five substats. I feel like it's
Yeah.
the problem with the ancient gear. It's it's called ancient, which should be a level upwards. But
Yep.
the reality is like you have blue, from blue to gold is a huge difference, and then gold to the legendary is huge, like a legendary difference, right? And then from legendary to ancient is like book, you know.
Yeah. This
Um,
it doesn't even register. It's like, you know, so small.
yeah. So I feel like I will still get excited if it drops, you know.
It would
Um,
be, yeah. I think the excitement if one actually dropped and you didn't have to craft it, that would be cool.
yeah.
Until you went and looked at it, and then you would probably be a little bit
But
disappointed.
they will have to make it farmable, like actually farmable. That was one
Yes.
of the things that I told them that, listen, there are certain things that I really understand. I told them, I was like to Blizzard, uh, I understand certain things they have to be capped. Yeah, it makes sense. Like normal gems, like resonance, all these things. Okay, I understand. Like maybe in the future can have some catch 'em, but those things I understand.
Mhm.
But now, like gear, are you really like? This is the Diablo game. The dream, the fantasy is I want to be the badass guy, a barbarian or necro, whatever is the class, and I want to chase the perfect gear.
Yeah.
But the like, why you're capping me? Like, why can I not go to dungeons, or why can I not go to a certain game mode and just farm like over and over and over until it actually drops. I had someone tell me, and I think they are wrong, but now you're here. Someone said to me, if I want to farm for the ancient legendary gear, I could just farm Vanguard. But I think Vanguard only the first 5, only the first 5 actually gonna drop a legendary, right?
Oh no, I've had more since doing more than 5.
Oh,
More
okay.
legendaries drop after 5.
So you think, because I don't think anyone ever got it like that. But do you think you can just farm Vanguard over and over until it drops a legendary?
Potentially.
Ancient?
You know,
Ancient.
I know for a fact I think so. I think when I was doing the Druid build for Vanguard,
Okay.
I did like probably 50 Vanguards in one day, just testing different things out.
Okay.
And for a lot of them extra ones above 5, there was legendaries drop. And I was surprised by it because I was in the same belief as you. Only 5 would drop and that was it. And then you would stop and no more drops.
Okay, but okay, you know what? I'm gonna have to confirm this. If it's possible to.
There would have to be. I think there would have to be like a lot of people testing it and get a proper data set to see if it is possible to get an ancient helm and how many runs effectively possibly you would need to do.
I'm literally asking this. Helmet in Vanguard, aside of the 5 or 5 drop,
because there's no reason why it shouldn't. If a legendary can drop, then ancient legendary
could also, right?
is still a legendary, right? It's just ancient. So in theory, it could. I don't know if I ever see more than one legendary drop after 5, though. I think it was only one that I ever see when I was completing them. But I did get a lot in them runs that I did. So the chances are, yeah. But we don't know what the actual chances are anyway, right? Of getting.
Yeah, they are probably even lower than the getting a legendary rune. I would say, right?
I would agree.
I actually I asked like to the dev, is it possible to drop an ancient legendary helmet in Vanguard aside from the 5 out of 5 tries? So basically, can I just spam Vanguard until it drops a helmet? So that's what I see. I seen it drop a lot in Vanguard. Yes, it dropped in Vanguard. It also drops like in Oblivion Pillar. It drops in raids. I seen like multiple people screenshotting me like dropping in multiple places.
If we can get confirmation on it though, right? As soon as a new difficulty opens up, we know that it's time to go and spam Vanguard.
Oh my god, that sounds so bad. Yeah.
Today, guys, stream until 4 hours of Vanguard.
Streaming until Ancient Helmet drops. Oh my god.
Yeah.
That'll be insane. Yeah, hopefully they're gonna get the confirmation on this because it's actually very interesting. I think no. Or at least, to be honest, I hope not.
The trouble is if it's confirmed to be a yes, and that's a thing people will do, they will just spam it constantly.
Yeah, no, but I feel like to be honest, I would rather have that way than no way. You know.
Oh, agreed. Yeah.
Because I remember whenever I was in Blizzard, I was like literally talking to developers, and I was like, man, like. Whenever you play other Diablo games, they are like you always have this dopamine chase, right? Like something drops and like you're like, oh my god, I just got a shackle or whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
And in Diablo Immortal, like there's no such thing aside from like legendary runes. But the thing is, like now, after like a year now, my legendary runes are like almost complete. I don't get as much excitement as I got because probably it's gonna be a copy, but it's not the same. It's not like I want and going to what you said about the ancient gear, like or having uniques. I was expecting that the ancient gear was gonna be more like, you know, you have a helmet and this helmet is gonna now make you fire twice the projectiles. You know, like you have on the Survivor's Bane, right? I feel like those types of affixes will be so much better.
That would be a better way of doing it, I think. the one thing that triggers me a little bit about the ancient helms
Mm-hmm.
is even when you put an essence into them, the helm name stays the same.
Oh my! It's so annoying to do builds like that. And the other day, a guy said, "Hey, Indez, check out this build," and there's like Grave Runner, like on top, and I'm like, "Okay, what is
What is
the
that?
hell? Yeah, what is that? Yeah, what a weird thing. What a weird thing. Doesn't
Yeah,
make
well,
absolutely no sense."
yeah, why keep the name of the helm? Just change it to the essence that it is, with a
Yeah.
different color surround around the actual piece of gear, so you know that's your ancient piece.
You know
Easy.
what I think it is? I think is their workaround to whenever you change classes, you still keep the gear. I think that's why. But they
Yeah,
have to,
yeah.
but they will have to probably find a way because it's very annoying. Every time I have to have a helmet on my bags, so whenever I do the build, I have to swap it.
Swap
So
out.
yeah, but I forgot, and while I was recording for the Blood Knight, it happened to me. I was like, "Oh, this is a Grave Runner," but this is not really the Ance's name. The Ance's name was Voice of Crescendo or something like that.
Yeah, I
Um,
actually was doing a build guide, and I got to that point, and with my guides, I like to just sit there and do them in a one take, done. Get it over and
yeah,
done with, hardly any editing, and I can just get it posted. The
yeah.
job's done. And I got to that point of talking about the gear, and I see that I'd had the ancient helmet, and I was like, "Yep, we're going to stop the video there and start again."
I know. I completely understand what you're saying because it literally happened to me. I didn't stop. I just went with it. No, I
Yeah,
actually. Oh, you're right. I didn't stop, but then I chopped that part because I was
you
kind of
chopped that
mad.
bit.
Yeah, I chopped that
Yeah,
part. Um,
yeah. So annoying.
Greedy saying Indez doesn't like me anymore. What do you mean, Greedy? You're literally baking in the sun at work. I'm here in the shadows. Like Laureth as well. Uh,
Yep.
that I already like agreed the other day made actually a great video that I reacted to it. And I hope that he got him some traction for him. He
I don't
made
know
a
if I see the
video.
video.
Did I was it worth to spend $150,000?
Oh,
Uh
that's that video. I did watch that video. Yes,
yeah,
I did.
yeah, that's him. Obviously the yes was copium. We all know that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Was it worth? No, but I mean, like the honest truth is that if he says and he feels like he was worth it, I'm happy for him. You know?
The trouble is, like, the money is weird, right? And I think
Yeah,
we've talked about this conversation before. I'm sure we have.
yeah,
Money is relative to everyone. So if you've got a job that pays you £100,000 a year or $100,000 a year,
hmm,
you're gonna have much more kind of money that you can just spend on games.
yeah,
If you only earn $20,000 a year, your obviously expenditure is going to be less.
yeah.
So someone's answer to that question, is it worth it? Do I regret it? Any sort of them sort of questions is going to be different for everyone.
No,
You know,
it's all about like also like
perspective.
there was also people. It depends on your economy or on the country salary and all these things, right? Because there was someone that said,
Could
"Oh,
have spent it on good times and have nothing low.
that's what I said." Because like one of the things I did on the video, it was he said that he's been playing for 3 years, and then I think I divided like 3 years in hours, and then I divided the hours. Uh,
You worked
but
out to be something like
45
40s.
yeah, it was
Yeah, yeah,
$45 per hour. It was pretty funny. And I said you could have some happy times like that by 40.
yeah.
um
That's very true. That's very true. The trouble is putting it down into a comparison like that. That's quite scary, right?
I mean, it is what
You
it
know,
is, man.
yeah, yeah.
You gotta do what you gotta do, man.
You've got to get the dopamine in and Diablo more.
Yeah. But talking about the Diablo,
Yeah,
you know that yesterday I bought Diablo 2.
I did
Yeah.
see. Yes,
Yeah.
I did see.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Have you ever had a like look at the game, touch the game at all?
no, I seen like some footage here and there from like YouTube. I
Oh,
never
so
played it.
you are you're pretty much going in blind then.
Yeah. Yeah. No, no, I
Yeah,
didn't see any tier list or anything. Obviously I'm gonna play Barb. That's
of course.
that's
Yeah,
gonna be the first class. And I mean, it's like that game that everyone's saying, oh, you gotta play it, gotta play it, gotta play it. I never did. It's been like many years. And I feel like it's quite like the right time. I'm gonna be honest here. I'm gonna open up a bit here. I'm gonna expose my emotions here. For you in the chat. And the honest truth is like. I after the vacation, and even before the vacation, I have been feeling like kind of like scared, maybe scared that it's scared of like doing more, like
Okay.
it's actually very anti me,
Mhm.
because I don't tend to have like these emotions. Usually I always like to do things and try in these things. And now it feels like, because I feel like I worked so hard to get here, and I think I'm kind of scared of losing it, because like 10 months ago I was like in a very rough spot, and now it's not like I'm fucking balling, but like definitely much
Yeah.
better with a purpose and all these things. And I feel like now I'm kind of getting a bit scared of trying multiple things, or even trying playing a different game on the stream, which I feel like is always
I think
it's like you playing other class or something like that, right? But
yeah, yeah. I
on the
think it's
steroids.
I understand that. I think that's there's definitely reason to be, because it's something new, isn't it? You're trying something new for the first time to see kind of how it goes and what it turns out to be. You know, even when, like you said, I changed class, it was kind of new, learning a
Yeah,
new class. I'd not had to do that before with Diablo Immortal because I was stuck to Necro. So you do have that kind of like, are people gonna like my videos I do for Druid? Are they gonna watch the videos that I do for Druid because I am the Necro person? And it's the same like you're now experiencing with changing games. But I think we all Diablo Immortal will, peter out eventually, won't it? In say a number of years' time. So diversifying, if you want to keep the channel growing and going, you've got to try these things. You've got to take risks.
yeah.
Life is about taking risks. If you don't take the risks, you're never going to know if it's going to work or not.
Yeah, I'm. There also another side that I keep telling to myself, and is that, oh, I am that kind of player that I like to play one game very, like very hardcore,
Yeah.
which kind of scares me, because imagine like here's my one of my fears, like, oh, what if I gotta play Diablo 2 and I like it so much that
You sound like me.
yeah,
You really do. I've experienced that so many times over the years. Like, I go back and play, say, World of Warcraft, and then I start playing Pokemon, and then the Warcraft kind of goes away for a time because I'm playing another game and I can only
yeah.
fixate on one. That is very much my mentality as well.
Yeah, it was always very hard for me to be how do you say, like a diverse streamer. No, it's not like those guys that they play multiple things.
Yeah, yeah. I
Uh,
just,
I have
I
friends like
think,
they are playing like 3 games at the same time. Oh, I'm playing Red Dead Redemption. I'm playing League of Legends at night, and sometimes I also go and play whatever. And I'm like, how the fuck you play 3 games, man?
how do
So,
they have time to
yeah,
play
for
three
how do you
games?
have time, and how you play it? But like the way he explained me is like, okay, on the story game, it's like you reading a book, and sometimes you start by reading the book, and sometimes you take a break, and then you can come back to it, to the story, right? But I never did. You ever play like many story games? Because I didn't. So
Not for a long time. Not
yeah,
for a long time.
I'm a MMO, so I never like
Mhm.
really got that. And then they say like, oh, League of Legends is like, oh, it's just a PvP game. You just go in, like there's no progression, right? Like there's nothing.
No,
Like you
no.
just go, you queue, and then you're done.
Yep.
And the other game, I don't even remember the other game you played, but I feel
You,
like these are games
you
that
got to have
they
a game
don't.
like this, right? You like games like this where you're developing a character from
Yeah,
being a fresh new character up to being the best it can possibly be.
yeah.
Um,
I'm addicted to
yeah,
the progression.
yeah,
That's what I like. I like to pick up. Yeah, exactly. Like you're a fucking newbie, like no gear, nothing, and all of a sudden you keep putting the work, and like
yeah,
fuck. Now look at my character. I'm like
yeah.
500 million damage. I'm such a free to play god.
Yeah, the trouble is like that is how some people are. I don't understand people like you when they play like League of Legends and they go into a match. I just don't see how that is fun. I just don't understand it. And my
Yeah.
mind can't comprehend that. I understand the winning part and the
Hmm.
dopamine effect, like you get the fix, and that's what makes you keeps you going. But past that, I don't understand it. I would rather a game like this.
League is interesting. I played League many years ago, like first
Mhm.
seasons. League is interesting because it's a micro. Okay, imagine League of Legends, Path of Exile, Diablo Immortal, or World of Warcraft. Okay, three
Yep.
different categories.
Mhm.
They are still based on the same concept. League, you start at level 1, no gear. And in 20-30 minutes, you have to farm, you have to kill, and you have to try to grow as strong as you can. So there's progression. Just
Yep.
the time span, it is way shorter. Path of Exile, we're talking about like a week, maximum 2 weeks. You can play for more, but like that's usually the cap. And then you have like MMOs and like Diablo Immortal, which is like infinite, right? Like it
Yep.
literally never ends. So it really depends. So if you see like in that way, you can maybe enjoy League a bit more because it follows like the same concept.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
is please don't start playing League. It's so fucking addicting. Um,
I think I've played probably a
you
handful of
never got
matches of
addicted
League.
to it.
No, I just couldn't get into it. Like MOBAs, I understand MOBAs,
Mm.
but it wasn't a MOBA that I enjoyed.
Did you ever
Not at all.
enjoy any MOBA?
The Pokemon one was fun.
Oh, I played it. I had it on my Switch. I think it was the only time that
Yeah,
I played it.
it was
Poke.
great fun when it first came out.
Uh,
Pokemon, what was that even called?
what is it, guys? What was the name
Someone
of the
remind us. Come on.
the Pokemon Stadium? No, I don't
No, it
remember.
wasn't Stadium. It was
Yeah,
oh,
I played it. I was like,
someone will know it. Someone will know it.
yeah. Yo, Kek, what's up, man? How you doing? Grid Gaming was
I
saying Pokemon. No, Pokemon Unite. Yes, Pokemon
unite,
Unite. Yeah,
unite.
yes, sir.
Well
Yo,
played, well
Bosch,
played.
thank you so much, man. Yeah, that's the one. I played the shit out of it like 1 or 2
Yeah,
months.
same.
It
Yeah,
was
so
it
did
was
I.
pretty fun. Grid Gaming was saying, look at Dark microtransaction, do what you love, man. I mean, like DM is definitely always a great inspiration, and like any good like big content creator, but it's always important to whenever you look up to also look where they come from and their paths, because like
Yep.
there are certain things you can replicate, but also like one important thing is like, is this what I want to do for the rest of my life? And when I look at DM, I can take a few things, but the honest truth is like, I maybe like if you said to me like 5 or 10 years ago, oh, you're gonna just stream like 10 hours per day playing one video game, I can't.
No.
No, it's not the type of stream like that I envision to do. Like I would like to have a much more diverse stream, like interactive with
Especially if
the.
you're going to do it every day. Yeah, if you're doing it as like
Yeah,
a full-time job. Yeah, if you're just streaming, constantly and making some videos, you want to have a more of a diverse setup. I suppose with the way we are at the moment, we can, like, you just had was it 2 weeks you just had off?
yeah, 2 weeks out of.
Yeah, yeah. You can decide to stop that and do 2 weeks off, and you can either decide to make content ahead of time or not.
Yeah,
With someone that streams, I suppose it's a little bit different
yeah,
because they don't
but
necessarily make videos as well. Because I know Daft Microtransaction, he does do both, doesn't he? He does make videos and streams every day still, right?
yeah, it does. But now it kind of slow down, like with the YouTube.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is like, is mainly if you put like DM, Rex, Udiho, Rob, and all these other
Mhm.
like ARPGs, so like Zerian, these are guys that everything is about the game, right?
Yeah.
And I just don't see myself like streaming 10 hours per day always playing a video game, you know what I'm saying? Like they are always playing all the time.
I don't think my partner would like that.
No, but they no, but it's like their full-time job. I'm talking like their
Yeah.
full-time job is to actually go on the stream
I
and
mean,
play.
if I if I did it as a full-time job, could I play the same game?
Imagine you had 8 hours available. Could you be playing Diablo Immortal 8 hours per day, every day, whatever is the game?
It depends on a number of things. Like Diablo Immortal, probably not because of caps.
Mm. I mean, like a
If it's
PoE and these other games have like infinite things that you can do, right? Like there's
then
always a new
then I
build. There's
probably
always yeah,
then I probably could
yeah.
possibly, but you'd have to get into you'd have to work your way up to that mindset of that sort of content creator. Right?
Yeah,
That is on another level, really. That is
yeah.
one step. That's the next step up, isn't it? No, or if not, multiple steps up.
That,
Because, like you say, multiple times, yeah, every day, 8 hours a day. You're going to be streaming one game, grinding as much as you can. Would burnout happen? Possibly.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
For me, like the way if I put like you might not believe this, but I hate to do YouTube videos. I don't ever see myself as a YouTuber. I love to stream, and if I could, I'd be streaming 8 hours per day, and that's all I used to do. The only
Yeah.
reason why I don't do it is because it's not beneficial for me. Like,
No.
and I see like so many people like they like that's the thing. They look at, for example, a DM. It's like, oh, I want to be like the next like ARPG streamer, or I want to be like the next Fortnite streamer, whatever. And they like every day they are like 8 hours, 10 hours stream. It's like, is that, oh, I'm gonna stream for a year, and bro, by the end of the year you probably have 10 viewers.
Yeah.
And because that's not just is not the way, that
No.
like is not the way. Like nowadays is all about like content and YouTube and the shorts and things, and it's fucking
I think
overwhelming.
I think if you're gonna do, and I think someone asked me this sort of question in streams a number of times, if you're gonna do content creation, you need to build a community.
Yeah,
You need to have a community, especially nowadays, starting off as a smaller, content creator. If you get to the big size of like, Asmongold, dark microtransactions, where they can just go on, they know people will show up, thousands of people. You can pretty much do what you want
yeah,
within reason.
yeah,
People will show, and you will, make progress. But as a smaller streamer, you need to build that niche community, that tight knit community where you're going to log on, you're going to have maybe 50, 100 people come and watch you each time you stream. Your videos that you put out are going to do fine because you've built up that community already through YouTube. Um, but with Twitch, for instance, like people want to go and start on Twitch. My brother, he used to stream on Twitch. He didn't do YouTube.
hmm
That took him many, many years to get up to even a few thousand followers on Twitch.
yeah,
So it's just one of those things. But like you said, if people think that they can just decide one day, I want to be that person, the chances are they will get burnt out from doing it.
yeah.
You've got to do it steadily. You can't just dive in head first and think next week I will be that person, because it's just not going to happen.
How did you dealt emotionally with the because I assume, like, I didn't see, but I assume like you did, like, because it happened to me. Like I used to do only barb content, and then I did like my first class switch, and then like I did my first builds, and I mean, obviously they didn't perform as well as the other ones, but like I had like a glimpse here and there, and then
Yeah,
I did like a Tempest one, and the Tempest worked, and then like as you keep like progressing in doing these things, and you get better at it. But how was your like are like, did you see like your fluctuation or like on viewership? Like did you dealt well with it
definitely.
or no?
People didn't watch as many, like subscribers didn't watch for longer period of time as they do with my necro content. There
Mm,
is definitely going to be that. There was always going to be that.
yeah,
And I noticed that when I do like patch videos and things like that. But I just take it as it is what it is. What I want to do that content. I want to be able to provide that for the community I've got.
yeah,
And if that does well, then great. If it does middle of the road, then okay. I'm happy with that. If it doesn't perform as well as it could perform, then I'm okay with that as well. You've just got to accept it.
yeah. Also, like
You know,
Druid was not as hot as people were expecting.
agree exactly.
Yeah,
You think of the first few days of Druid was everyone was like, let's go try Druid, and then
mm,
after that, it was like plummets. So
Yeah.
there wasn't going to be as many kind of people searching for Diablo Immortal Druid builds.
Yeah.
So it just is what it is. You have to take the rough with the smooth. You can't be thinking that it's going to be smooth every time, right?
Yeah. Jimbo is asking, did you ever play the Iron? You know what Iron is?
Never played it. Never played it.
I did.
Isn't that the one Habo's playing?
Is the
No, that's
one with
Albion.
with
That's Albion, isn't it?
yeah, that's Iron is very old, man. Like I used to be, I
I
don't
don't
know,
know.
I was a
Did I ever?
teenager.
Did I ever play that? Let me have a look.
It has some wings. You were an Asmondian, or you were like these angels versus demons. I was a demon, and you had like the black wings or white wings. It was pretty cool though.
No, I never played this.
Yeah, I played it. I had like the best way. I was a gladiator, obviously. Gladiator was like the barbarian. I had a back
When was it
armor.
actually? How long ago was this released? Then it must be
Oof, so many years ago. So many years ago.
2008 initial release date.
Yeah,
Wow.
too many years ago.
Yeah, you can definitely tell by by looking at it. It's like
Yeah, there's
All
a
Star.
Iron 2 coming. I think.
There is.
Yeah, Iron 2 coming. Um, but I mean, like, I feel like you were. I think you did well, man. You took your first step. Now you're gonna go back a bit to Necro, because like the reality is like there's only so much content, man. Like, and I think you are starting to understand like what I said. Like, there's only so much you can cover on one
The,
class, and you
the
know.
thing is with me, like the way I look at my content now is probably different to what I did even 2 months ago, 3 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
I realized with my full-time job that I do, away from YouTube,
Yeah.
does take my time that I need to focus on that job because that is what pays the bills, right?
Yeah.
So if I can stream a few times a week and bring out 1 or 2 videos a week, then I'm happy with that. If I bring out more than that, then great. If I do get the time to do it, I've got a list of videos that I want to do. We've all got them lists. Any content creator you ask will say, "Yeah, I've got a list of different things that I've got ideas for," and I do have one of those lists, and I will work down it. But it will be in the time frame that I can do it in. I'm not putting too much pressure on myself. I do want to test all the classes out now. I'm got that itch to go and do all classes for sure. But I will still revert back to Necro because that's
Yeah,
who I am.
that's your home, right? Like it's the
Yeah,
same as me as Barb, like
yeah.
sometimes you go back, and it feels good. I'll tell you, the next time you're gonna go back to your main, it's nice. It's like, oh
It
fuck,
was
yeah.
like today. I switched over this morning, and yeah, I've got all my stash to go. But someone was like, "Hey, do you want to do some dungeons?" I was like, "Yeah, sure, let's go." And I was like, "Oh man, this is just so nice again." It was like I feel home.
Yeah, yeah,
That's how I
yeah, yeah.
feel.
It's
Yeah,
a
yeah,
homely feeling, and I
yeah,
feel like the same with Barb. But like Barb, I was like, oh man, I almost forgot how cool it looks. That's my first
yeah,
reaction.
yeah, yeah.
Uh,
My first reaction was like, got through the first dungeon. I was like, I can do damage again.
yeah, and I don't have to sweat as much. I don't have to go in and out of the form.
Yeah.
Definitely there way, and I can. No, you probably also can on the Druid AFK farm. But
I actually haven't like, and people have asked me about AFK farming. Like, I haven't done any AFK farming since Druid released.
I mean, also they don't have many assets to farm, to be honest. I was done like in the first day, during the subathon, which was man, that was a crazy fucking experience. The subathon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I streamed. I didn't do it like you. I did 10 days of like 3 or 4 hour streams each evening.
You
That
did
was some
10
fun.
days streaming, 3 4 days.
It was 3 or 4 hours a night. Yeah,
How did you
10
go?
days, 10 days in a row.
Did you like it,
So
or did you
that was
got
good.
drained?
No, it's good. I enjoyed it. I
Yeah.
love going on stream. Just
Yeah.
chatting to people. Just like we have conversations now. When I come on stream, it's not just about the game; it's about everything, right? Because
No, is it
but
everything except the game? Like that. It's about
we
everything.
the trouble is, I think with our conversations, we do diverse a lot because I think we're very similar.
Yeah, definitely.
Our likes are very similar. The way we play the game is very similar. It's just, yeah, it is what it is. And I think one day when we meet, it'll be a good laugh. We'll have a good laugh.
Yeah.
But
I
yeah,
feel like you know going back to where we're talking about like the content and being worth it in this, like if you stream the way because you like it, that's awesome. Because
mhm,
like I'm gonna be very honest, like I've been streaming for like 10 months. It's not like really worth it. it's not worth it like for the
No,
I probably could grow the channel more, or I could do I could definitely probably be double the size, because I could have been putting like this time probably into like higher quality content or whatever, like because if you
you
want to
could
do
use that
a
time to do more videos. Is yeah,
yeah, or like a few video, because you can work like on your daily video, which just takes
hmm
you like like 1 hour, or imagine
yeah,
if
yeah.
it's news or something, right? And you can work. I would like to sometimes start working on the certain videos in the background, like for example, I have a few ideas. It's like the $0 Diablo Immortal experience, right? Like
Yeah.
that's it will be a video that will take longer to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, like those kind of like essays. Kind of, I kind of want to try to start exploring.
I think the
Uh,
good thing with streaming and what I've found so far is you build the community gets to know you as a person.
yeah,
They don't get to see that in a video because it's just a video that lasts what, maybe 20 minutes, half an hour at the longest, maybe. But on stream, you are you.
or
You
not.
can't step a the trouble is you can't step away from being you on stream, right? For 4 hours, for 3 or
Yeah,
4 hours,
4 hours
you're
is
gonna
hard.
be yeah,
Yeah,
you're gonna be yourself. You can't put on any sort of, persona or anything to say this is who you are. You're just gonna be you. And if you're honest with people that are viewing you and just chat with them like you do and like I do, you're building that community up. So it's whether you want to make better quality content, which can potentially turn over kind of more views, more subs, more money in the long term.
yeah.
Because that is the end game, right? That's what happens when you make a video. Or if you want to build that tight niche community that will follow you if you do transfer to another game. And I think if you're streaming, they get to follow you and follow you as a person instead of just following you because of the game.
That that is true, but I also think there is a way to build a community through the videos as well. I feel like whenever you
Yeah.
mash everything together, it works. And I'm a big supporter of streams, and that's why you also see like many creators that they like, because streaming has this thing, streaming, and like after on the subathon, like I did 27 hours. One of the things my wife told me was like, man, it was insane how like at 20 hours, 20 something hours, or even 16 hours, you were like do the same energy all the time, and that's the hard part, because it comes from excitement. I'm always like, while I'm live, I'm always excited,
Yeah.
and what happens, and I see like in other streams, like first 10 minutes, oh my god, guys, we gotta go do this, we gotta do that, and all these things, and then like over the time,
The
then
energy drops.
the energy drops, because
Yeah.
I think like they start like very strong,
Yeah.
because maybe you start as like you're doing for the maybe a YouTube video where you kind of tune it up a bit, but the stream is more like a marathon, so you should like not go
You've
like too
Yeah,
high.
you don't want to like you say, you don't want to go too high at the beginning and then, burn out of energy at the start. With
Yeah,
I suppose with my streams, my viewers when they come in, they know that I'm just a chilled guy. I'm not
yeah,
like hype go mad, any of that. I'm just a very different type of person. And my streams are very much come in, chill. If you want to chat, I'm just gonna be playing my game.
yeah. No,
And that
but
is
but
how
also
we take
like
it.
because like I feel like the way you see, like you don't have that chip out on your shoulder, like also because like you're financially secured, like
Yeah.
and and these is like because I never been like really in that position, to be honest. Because I used to work as a freelancer, and
Mhm.
over these past, but then I started making these videos. But I never like worked a job and also like try to do YouTube. But after all these months, how are you managing that? Because it feels like more and more you're finding extra time for it.
I think I'm just getting better at doing videos, editing them, producing them. I think you just speed up the process. You just know, I think at the first videos you do, you press that record button and you stutter all the time. And then
Mm,
you
yeah,
learn to take that part out or not pay attention to it as much anymore. And you just get better. And I think as you do that and you do it more, your content improves. You can get out content quicker. Um, it's just the part of learning, isn't it? You start something new, you're going to need to learn. But doing it as well as doing a 40-hour week, I burn the candle at both ends. That's for sure. I'm definitely tired a lot of the time, but
Yeah.
I'm still enjoying it. After my streams, I finish streaming at 12:30 at night. I then probably hang around in the office for another half an hour. I then go to bed, and in bed I watch the iPad on some sort of program for an hour. I don't go to sleep straight away. I'm terrible for it because I
And
like
what
to
time do
watch
you
my.
wake up? What
And
time
I,
do you wake up?
I sometimes wake up at like 8 o'clock in the morning. So I'll probably get like 5 or 6 hours sleep a night.
Mm,
So, and at nearly 40 years old, you notice that.
yeah.
You do.
You're 40
But
almost?
I'm 40 next year. Yeah, I'm 39.
What the what the fuck? That's crazy. I thought you were like man, leave it. Even with that beer, I thought you were younger.
Yeah,
Um
I was
you're
39 last
well
month.
conserved, sir.
Good genes. Good genes.
Yeah, good genes, American Eagle, man. Um no, no, no. I mean, like we're like obviously, that's actually like whenever I also talk with Echo, he also is like it's a typical American that wakes up at 5 a.m. Like it's very into their culture, like 5 a.m. But here in Europe, 5 a.m. is not really a thing. Here we go to
No.
bed later, and then we wake up like around 7, 8. I wake up usually around 8.
Yep.
But we don't have 5 a.m. culture to a point that if I wake up at 5 a.m., first it's fucking dark outside, and there's nothing. Like there's literally nothing. It's like like completely nothing is happening in the city. Things only start happening around like
Yeah.
6, 7,
Yeah.
something like that. So I tried
Same
in the
with.
past.
Yeah, it's the same with my town. I've only worked at home for the last year and a half, and before I used to have to go out to my job. I don't drive, so I would bike into work on a push bike. A half an hour ride. But I used to start work sometimes at 7 a.m. in the morning, so I'd be leaving at maybe 6:30 in the morning. But even then, in my small town, you'd see hardly anyone.
Yeah, but
Completely
now you
different
work
culture, isn't it?
remotely, right?
Oh yeah, I work remotely now. It's great.
Yeah. And how's your ass in that sponsor the Razor chair?
This
Does
this
it
chair
is it
this
good?
this chair is lovely, man. This chair is lovely.
Man, I need a new chair, man. I mean, today I actually went to like in the morning to have coffee with a friend of mine, and he used to be like my right hand on the whenever I had the design agency. And I was like telling him like about these fears that it's not only about like trying new games on the stream and on the channel, but also sponsorships, like how
Yeah.
people are gonna see it and these things. And he actually told me there was like, man, if you take a sponsorship, as long as it's aligned with your channel, it gives you some status. It gives you
Mhm.
like because
Yeah.
he's a normie. He's not a gamer at all. He's a complete normie. But he's very very analytic, and he's a viewer. In a way, not my viewer, but you know what I'm saying.
No, but I had them concerns when I was approached, by Razer. They sent me an email and it looked like a scam email to start with. So I just ignored it.
Yeah.
You know, didn't pay attention to it. I thought, yeah, this sounds like a scam. And then I was approached on Twitter and they actually said, yep, we wanna send you something. We've got something new coming out. We're gonna send it to you in the post. And can you do a video with Diablo Immortal on it? And I was like, why not? Took the risk. They didn't want me. That it wasn't going to be a sponsor. It's just gifted, and I get to keep the product. So you've got to start somewhere. So I was like, yeah, let's go for it. And then after that, I showed them the video, and they were like, yeah, this is great. Go ahead, no problems whatsoever. And then I just said to them, if you ever want to do anything else, let me know. And they were like, well, we're going to send you some
We
more
got a
stuff.
chair. We got a chair.
Well, the trouble is, like they said with the chair, they said you don't need to like do a video. We don't expect a video. Just give us a shout out on a video. Done. And then
um,
they've just released a new headset, which was released last week, and they're sending me that as well. And they don't want a video for that. They just said just do a shout out. So
yeah, no.
I was,
The thing is, like, I'm gonna tell you why the chair is huge marketing, because the chair is fucking always there.
it's the logo,
That's
man.
that's why. And then you're
It's
gonna
the
use
logo.
the razor and all these things, and every
Yeah,
time you're streaming is always showing. So
yeah.
they are not making you a favor. Like,
No,
you know
I
what I'm
know
saying?
that. Yeah, I know that for sure. It's good for me because I needed a new chair, and it's good for them because they've
Yeah,
got someone they can come and approach if they want to do anything else.
yeah,
I've said to them I would quite happily work with them again in the future. And I'm absolutely fine with that.
yeah,
Because like you just said, if you're approached or if you want to look for a sponsorship, you've got to start somewhere at the end of the day.
yeah,
And I think if you don't take that jump, take that risk in life, then you're never going to know what could be.
yeah. No,
You know,
definitely. And for me, I'm someone that I really feel like right now I need that extra push,
do it.
to do
Just do it,
it.
man. Just do it.
Yeah, my wife, she always fucking my head like, you should do it, you should do it, you should do it. But I'm like, okay, calm down. I'm like, just a bit,
I
just a
think
bit.
I think once you do it, you'll
Then
see
it's
that
fine.
it's going to be fine, 100%.
Yeah,
You know, we both had that initial feeling when we both started doing content, right? You know,
yeah,
I want to do content, but are people going to watch?
mm, yeah,
People do. People do. People watch loads of different sorts of content. You've just got to decide to take that leap of faith and just go with it.
yeah. Yeah, one of the things he said to me is just like, make sure he's well integrated with the brand and your
Yeah.
content, and it's like,
Mhm.
not completely random. And there was another thing like I also shared with him. But yeah, like, the sponsorships in the different games is definitely the thing that, because I have like higher ambitions, and I
Yeah.
also, that's why I have like the Indez TV channel, like for with more generic content, and I do reacts and do these things because, like, goes into the vision that I want to do. Because I used to be someone that I only did gameplay, and then I, on the streams and on my content, and then I quickly am realizing that, okay, maybe I'm like someone that I also like. What if I start putting segments on my stream that, maybe like 30 minutes of the stream I'm hanging out with the chat, then, I have you here, then I'm gonna do something else, and maybe I'm gonna,
Yeah.
I like that diversity, and it just makes me more excited,
Yeah. I
excited.
think like I've watched some of your videos on that channel, and I think that's great. It really is. It serves a different purpose, and it's really good.
Yeah, you like it?
Yeah, I like it. I think it's great. I
With
think once you get to like you say, you start becoming, that point where people watch you, people are watching you, you tend to start to think of other things. And that's exactly what you've done. You've created that extra channel with extra content that's gonna work out. It will. And it's just taking that risk to do it like you did. And you know that obviously people are going over there and watching it. You just need to post. If you don't post, no one will watch.
Yeah, 0 views is always certain. Maybe
Exactly.
one you're gonna have because you check on on your browser. Um, and
That's just the way to look at it, isn't it? If you don't take that leap of faith at some point in life, you're never going to do it. And if you always feel that you're going to be held back, then taking that leap of faith may change your, view on creation. It did me. I never thought I'd be able to do content creation. I always thought the anxiety would just cripple me, but
yeah,
it doesn't once you get used to it.
yeah. For me, yeah, I agree. I agree. I feel like I'm a walking anxiety bomb right now. And then I have like these other things like, I've been dwelling on getting a chair in a desk, and like, for a
Yeah.
while, like, because like this chair, it worked out like really well, but it's like we spend a lot of time
Time.
seated, and
Yeah.
after like these 10 months, I'm starting to, to feel like, I feel here, I feel like here on my back. I'm like, fuck, I'm not even like 39 like you, like I'll get there. But whenever I get there, if I don't have a new razor chair, maybe it's not looking
The
good.
trouble is when you're sitting down all the time at a desk, you need a comfortable chair. And
You
if
need to
that
what?
means, you need a comfortable chair. You need the
Yeah,
right size, you need the right desk, you need the comfortable chair. And if you've got to that point where there's time to do it, you're best off just to go and have a look around and take the jump and do it.
yeah. Did you
Because
send your butts, the metrics?
do you do you have razor stores over in Portugal?
uh I don't know, like official Razer stores, maybe in the
Yeah,
capital, not here.
yeah, yeah. Because we've the only one we've got is in London.
Yeah, capital. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and that's exactly who approached me.
Mm. Oh, it was the
They've got
store itself. Oh,
it
that's so
was the
nice.
it was it's there's a community kind of like manager they have in each of their stores that does outreach
Mm.
to creators,
Because
and that
on
was
your
who.
YouTube channel is you put it like UK,
Yeah,
right? Yeah,
yeah. That's how they approached,
yeah.
just from the store level,
Uh, uh,
so
Ugly Mo is saying just buy a chair. I know it's just that, and but my
do it.
fear. Yeah, I know, but like then I'm picky. The chair I want is it's not cheap. You know.
I think I would be the same way. I'm picky like that.
Yeah,
You would look around and you'd go, right, I've got 5 different chairs I want to pick from. I cannot decide. Where for me, the decision was made. They just sent it.
Yeah, that will help. I mean, if the chair I wanted, it's like is the Logitech embodied chair. That
Okay,
bitch,
nice.
that bitch is like 2,000 euros, man.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
very
yeah.
expensive. My wife, she keeps saying, man, like just buy it, and like if she needs something, I don't know, like I am like this. If she needs something, I'm like, okay, just like
But
you need this, we got it. I got you, I got you.
yeah, yeah.
For me, and that's what I was talking with my friend today. It was like, man, for me, I keep like dwelling on this shit, man. Like I'm like, and it's like, oh, you're just as the poor's mindset, and I'm like, man, maybe it's like
the
poor
trouble,
mind.
the trouble is, I understand that. I think that if you've been in that part of your in life before, where money has always been, you need to watch the money. Then you will always have that mindset, and it's good to have that mindset because you're watching them. Watching them pennies, watching them pounds. Whatever you want to call it.
Yeah,
You're making sure you're not overspending just on stuff that you don't really need, and that's a good mindset to have. But sometimes it can be a negative thing as well because then every time you try and buy something, you're like, do I really need it?
yeah. The way he was saying is that, listen, you're not. It was actually kind of convincing, but it actually made sense. So you're saying like, listen, you were working and you spend most of your times seated.
Yep.
And because before, whenever I had the agency, these chairs, they come from the office that we had. But over there, whenever you have a design agency, like you spend like a few hours sit down, but then you have a meeting, then you go there, like there's breaks and design meetings. And so it was like, it was an open space. So there was couches, like you had the laptop. And so it was very like diverse,
Mhm.
which was nice. But this work that I do nowadays, it's just like literally sometimes I sit my ass here on 9 a.m. and I of course I go for lunch and I pee and all the shit, but it's like 1 a.m. midnight 1 a.m. and then I go to bed.
Yeah.
It's a lot of hours. He said like, hey, it's a lot of money, but there's worse things that you can spend the money on, and it is your business. And if you not being comfortable on the stream is hurting your comforts, maybe it is actually making your content worse, and you're not even realizing because maybe you're So it's
Yeah.
saying like invest on your business. If you don't want to invest on yourself because I have like all these insecurities and shit, just invest on your business. Just like
Business.
it's gonna make your content better. And I was like, okay, maybe like that.
That is the way to look at it. You have to look at what we do as a business I say real jobs, in our normal jobs, as well as our extra things that we do for YouTube, because we are sitting in a chair for all day. I sit on my desk on the other desk that's just next to me where I work, and I do that for 10 hours every day.
Mm.
Except when I go, like you just said, go for breaks, go for lunch, go to the
Yeah,
loo,
yeah.
but you're just sitting on the chair all of the time. So if you're going to spend, say, 2,000 euros on a chair, that is going to pay for itself in the long term. Your
Yeah,
body will thank you for it. At the end of the day, it's a good investment. I
yeah,
think even chat agree.
yeah.
Your
The
health should
grid
never be
said,
questioned. Yeah.
yeah. Your health. Oh yeah, but he said Dalek was saying you can make more money, but you only got one body. Yet in the future, maybe you're gonna clone.
You get a clone, send them to work.
No, but yeah, I
Puddin
just
just said though. Puddin's got a thing with feet. You got to watch out for Puddin.
oh, okay, it's okay.
He says that I take feet pics. To be honest, like I don't.
No, that's how he got it. The chair, like we all know. No, but yeah, like, I feel like I just have to. I just have like to wrap my mind around these and just do it because it's
Yeah.
actually being bothering me.
You got
Because
to think of it like this as well. Like you invest your time to do content creation to be able to, build the channel, which takes time away from other things that you would have done before you did this. You've made it. That's a good investment you've done because you've grown your channel. So
yeah,
now use that, growth that you've done and invest in some new stuff, new
yeah.
chair, new desk.
Yeah, because I told my wife, so like, what if I put like a donation goal for the chair? But I mean, it would be like fucking ridiculous. Like, yeah, I'm gonna ask the chat to help me out with a 2K chair. It doesn't make any sense, right? It doesn't make absolutely any sense. You'll actually be a fucking meme. If I'm gonna be honest. But again, like it goes back to that extra push. Like the same thing happened. Like these we're talking about the chair, but I had exactly the same problem with the PC. I
Yeah.
dragged the PC problem for the longest time, and then until it got like very critical. But the thing is, like the critical, it was like the streams were gonna here. The critical is my body, right? But until it got like to a very critical point, then I was like, you know what, guys, I'm gonna put the donation goal because sometimes I am that kind of person that I need that extra push, and it's like if the chat helps me out, and so it was part of the chat, part of my money, and then I bought the PC, then I feel like I have to, like
So you have to do it.
yeah, I have to do it. Like there's no escape.
No.
And so that's where sometimes it comes from, and it
Yeah.
maybe feels like weird, but sometimes we need like these extra pressures.
Yeah, we're all different people, aren't we? At the end of the day, we all deal with our lives differently and go through life differently. If that's the push you need, then yeah, I can totally get it with the PC. We all
Yeah,
do it with PCs. PCs are the worst things because we all build a PC and go, yep, that'll last me 10 years. And then after that period of time, it goes slow. You never got to spend the same money out again to build a new one.
yeah,
And it does take that jump because you say to yourself, do I really need it?
and it still crashes in the Diablo Immortal.
Yeah, that's just, mine does. I had one. You said about it the other day, didn't you, on Discord? I'm sure you did. And
Yeah,
I
yeah.
had a crash as well. Happens. It's just one of those
It
things.
happened today, like a small. Did it ever happen that like a small bit, just a bit, like a few seconds, but then it comes back.
When I get my crash happen, and you can tell me if yours is the same. Like everything just freezes. I can
Yeah,
still move the mouse
yeah,
for a little while, and then the
yeah, and
mouse
then
stops as
Fox.
well.
Yeah,
Yep. So it's
yeah.
the same issue. I bet I 100% bet you that is graphics card issue. Not like a problem with the graphics card, but software, NVIDIA. More
Yeah, I
than
have the
anything,
exact
because
same thing.
I do keep an eye on like all the builds that come out for the new updates, and I haven't updated my NVIDIA drivers for ages, simply because I just I don't trust the newer ones. So it's just one of those things. Driver issues will always be a problem, and that is what that problem is, 100%.
Yeah,
And it's happening to you, and you've got a different card to me. I run a 3080, and you're on a 5070.
yeah. 1570 Ti.
Yeah. So, and that is the same thing that's happening. And I've seen that happening I've looked over Reddit and multiple people are reporting it across different generations of graphics card.
Yeah,
It's just one of those things. It is. Nothing we can really do about it. It happened, like I say, it happened to me on the end of the stream, luckily. I think I was then literally like signing up, done. And it just crashed. And I was like, I'm not even going to attempt to log back in. Just went on the Discord. Sorry, guys, crashed. See you later.
no, because you know why? Because it's fucked up. It's frustrating to start over a stream.
Yeah.
Because it takes long to build up, and then
Yeah.
and the biggest thing is like kind of throws you off out of like the the loop.
It does. It
Yeah.
does. You're best off if you crash like that, just saying enough for the day and go back the next day done.
Putting in a ugly mode, we're saying sometimes if the donations are put into the quality of the stream, then I don't mind. There's an experience. Most streamers get on the platforms and ask chat to help. Yeah, no, obviously, like, you will improve the stream, because like if you see, like, after how many hours I've been streaming now, I've been streaming for 2 hours. After 2 hours, I have to start like moving around, just because I start getting slightly uncomfortable. And that's like what I really have to think. And the reality is, like, I
Just
could
do the
get
jump. Just do the jump.
yeah, like, literally just just do the jump. Yeah. And like, one thing that Putin said is actually right. Now, if, and that's why I think, like, people were kind enough to support stream whenever, like, we had the new game, the new PC. It was because they knew that it was going to improve the quality of the stream.
Yeah.
But a chair, like, I don't think people will realize how much it will improve the stream, or at least my comfort, because a lot of times I cut the stream, like, not halfway, but it's just like in the back of my mind, it just like starts like bothering me, and it throws me
I understand
off.
that. I have an issue over on my stream. You'll notice me pushing myself up on the chair all the time.
Okay,
Because I'm a
you
short,
slide.
I'm a short ass, right?
Okay.
I'm only like, I'm 5 foot nothing. I'm tiny.
5'1"?
I'm 5'0". Better bang on 5 foot.
Okay.
I'm a very short guy. Always have been.
Right.
And I find myself just sliding on the chair because my feet. I have my feet on a cushion. There was like a proper foot cushion underneath.
Yeah, I have
on my
those
desk.
things.
But I do still slide. So I'm always adjusting myself. And the other thing that not a lot of people know is, when I was 17, I broke my back. I actually, like, jumped over a wall and fractured my vertebrae in like 5 different places. And I've got half of my lower spine is all fused together. So I get backaches quite a lot. So I know, having a good quality chair, one that's going to be supportive, is definitely needed. So I know what you go through.
Yeah, it's so you slide through it
He
because
looks like 6 foot. I'm not 6 foot, honestly, strong.
No, but you slide through it because of, like, the material, or because, like, the width
It's
is
because
like,
I think if I had longer legs, I wouldn't slide as much. But because I'm a short ass, even with this cushion, I just end up sliding. So I'm forever adjusting myself. No matter which chair I have, it always
and
happens.
that you asked for, like, the smallest chair?
Yep.
Because
It's just one
probably
of
has
those
to
things.
do with the width, right?
Yeah, 100%. I'm just got really short legs.
Yeah, and the fucked up part, like, for example, my wife, she's 5'1". She's also 5'1" or 5'2". So I'm aware of, like, dealing with the, like, with those kind of things, and like, probably like, in the future you're gonna have to, like, try to find, like, a custom chair or something like that, because, like, if you're gonna
Possibly.
do it, because, listen, they're gonna be more expensive because they are not part of the standard. But I went to Staples because we wanted to buy something for her, and we actually find, like, three chairs that they had, like, the seat was shorter, like the length. Then that's what you need. So you go and you stay on, like, with your back. Yeah, you stay on it, and definitely not having, like, a material that, like, makes you slide.
Yeah. I needed a new chair, so, and when I get said I can have one just sent to me, I'm like, yes, please.
Yeah, and then they're like, "Oh, guys, do you guys have an excess, version? Because this one I slide, and I want to make a dedicated video." And they said, "No worries, Lawrence, we'll take care of you." I'm sure, like, they probably have, like, things like that.
I'm not sure. I think certain, like you say, certain brands do make a shorter seat.
Yeah.
For the shorter people, but it's the same with clothes, man. As short people find it nightmare getting clothes. It is just what it is. We're not the average, so why would they make clothes for us, or seats for us, or anything for us?
Yeah. So I actually have a funny story. Like, my wife just came here. Like, you and her will be, like, complaining all the day about. She likes to complain about short people's problems. But, for example, we went to the south of Portugal, and and it was in the back seat. It was me, my stepmom, and her. Where did she go? In the middle seat, you know. And she was
Yeah.
like, "This is what did you say? You said something about like staying on the middle seat. That's discrimination of like short people."
I identify as a tall person.
Yeah. Yeah, so she's saying that there's nowhere and there's no manual that says that short people have to go in the middle.
Can you imagine that opening up the book for your car and it's like short people seat?
Yeah, but obviously there are like definitely advantages and disadvantages. I had like one of my best friends, like he actually about his height, your height, and I used to dance back in the day. I started as a joke. I went with my ex girlfriend, and we got invited by a friend of mine, and we are like these saloon dancing, like salsa, bachata,
Yeah.
yeah, like these kind of dances. And we went there, and like these guys, "Oh, just come, just have some fun, just have some drinks. Like you guys don't need to dance." And then like we kind of liked it, and we went as a group of friends, and then I ended up like dancing for like 3 years. So I know how to dance like those the like
You've ruined yourself, man. People are going to ask you to dance all the time now.
no, I kind of forgot about it. I mean, like maybe in the future. But
If you want a chair, you've got to dance.
yeah, you gotta do it, right? But like he had some issues because like self-esteem and all these things.
Yeah, yeah.
And most girls, they used to wear the heels
Okay.
until one day we went to this like dancing school, and there was like a girl who was even shorter than him, and actually they fell in love and all these things. And
Oh
yeah.
wow, that's like a really cool story then.
Yeah, it
so
was
it
it was a
worked
happy
out in
ending.
the end.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
yeah,
was
yeah.
literally a happy ending. But I think they broke up later on. But it worked out for the time being. For like those
He's now
3 years.
he's now dating someone that's like 6'2".
No, now he actually dating. He got married like with a girl. He's like way taller than him.
Yeah.
Probably about.
I think like I'm 40 now. I don't take no notice of people when it comes to my height. Going
Yeah.
through school, it was always like, you short ass. It is what it is. But it's just one of those things.
Yeah, I mean, like what are you gonna do? Right?
Exactly.
Like what are you gonna do?
Go get some. You can actually get like leg extensions though, right? They actually do an operation to make you taller.
I mean,
It's extreme. It's extreme, but
yeah, maybe it's like the medieval times that they stretch the body.
apparently, like they just literally like break your legs, and then they have
and they have like
metal bars in each side of your leg, and they just adjust the tighten, like loosen them so it actually grows back, and you're actually taller. And they can do it by like 3-4 inches.
Wow, I had no idea.
It's very impressive. It's impressive, but I think that's rather extreme. It really is for people that have a major issue with their height, right?
Yeah, I actually talked about the other day. Like here in Portugal, if you have like something that is like physically that is bothering you, like in a mental level, and you are diagnosed that like this is like severe, self-esteem issue or whatever, the state will actually, pay for the plastic surgery.
Yeah,
but only like
same over here.
Yeah, it has to be an extreme. I had a friend of mine. She put the boobies because she had like big complex because she had like was absolutely flat, and people used to make fun of her. Call her like what do you call like the thing of like for the ironing the clothes.
Oh,
I don't know. You know where you iron the clothes? People used to be
the ironing board.
Okay, ironing board. Yeah, they call it that because she was flat and she had like a very rough fucking time. Like kids are like now we look back.
So
now we look.
Kids are brutal, man.
Kids looking back like you gotta go through that phase, man. So you learn, But me, like the things like kids, like they have no filter, man. They
don't.
They will just say they will honestly say their brain is not developed enough to even think about consequences that might have or not, and it's just like and that girl got traumatized for like a very long fucking time, and then when she got older, she did the thing, and then she got happier, I guess.
I
But
think
yeah,
if you're at that level in your life, you need to, you need to improve your life, don't you? So it's understandable, and if that's going to give you the better quality of life, then do it. The same for
yeah.
your chair. If it's going to give you a better quality of life, do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to my therapist and say I'm gonna complain about my chair, and I'm gonna make the state pay for it. You know
Can
what?
you write me a check?
Yeah, I've been depressed because my butt is been suffering because I work all the time.
The trouble is, like, I don't know, and someone mentioned this in the chat earlier. Like, if you was to buy yourself like a chair, you can have that. Some of that can be written off by like paying tax, right?
Yeah, most likely.
Yeah,
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 because I have a company. Like
exactly.
I never closed the company like that I had. I just closed the brand, the
Yeah,
agency
yeah,
itself, but I
yeah,
kept like
yeah,
the legal thing. So now I
yeah.
just whatever I get, I just throw it to there.
Exactly. No,
Don't lie, in this butts been suffering. Yeah. I
and
mean
they're
sometimes
going to be asking you to dance all the time now.
no, the Dancing King. I mean, I already danced once on the stream, okay? You guys already got it.
Remember
Uh
this, guys. You heard it here. Indez is a dancer, really.
Yeah, it's been a long time. I mean, I'm a guy that I like to try a lot of things in life. I like experiences and
With the beard now, someone said earlier, with the beard, you can be a Viking dancer, man.
oh yeah, the techno Viking, right? Like
Techno Viking. You can be
yeah.
recreating the meme.
Like, but I need to get jacked. I'm sure, like
You
he
gotta
also
get jacked as well. Yeah,
the guy was pretty fucking jacked. Oh, guy,
that meme
Lawrence.
is great.
Always a pleasure, man, to have you here.
It's been great. It's been great.
Guys, awesome stream. I love to have Laurent here. He streams, and one thing that I think you do very smartly, you stream on a time slot that nobody streams, which is smart.
Yeah,
it's smart. So yeah,
Yeah.
you're the king of the hill on that time slot. Does it work well? Like, what viewers do you get? Like, mostly.
It really starts off like I probably start with at 9:30 UK time. It starts with maybe like 15, 20 viewers.
Okay.
But the later it gets, actually, like, the viewership increases, and sometimes I can be like up to 40 sometimes, at that time of night, and I'm happy with that. It's great.
Yeah, because it's US time,
US
like
times. Yeah.
late US times.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just keep sleeping like less hours and
Exactly. Just burn the candle at both ends, man. It is what it is.
I mean, you only live once, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you only live once. It's just if you shorten your life through not having a lack of sleep, right? Who cares?
Exactly. I mean, you also
That's
gonna last
worry
longer.
about later. That's
Yeah.
worried about later.
Yeah,
But it's
you
been great,
remember
man.
like
It's always good to have a catch up.
the YOLO thing. It was like how do you say, like a YOLO, like you only
YOLO.
live once. Yeah, YOLO.
Yeah,
like,
YOLO.
That's such a millennial shit.
It is a millennial shit, for sure.
It is. Anyways, I'm gonna also finish in here the stream. Thank you guys so much for coming. Lawrence, always a pleasure. Guys, you guys don't know what to do. I'm gonna drop the link for the Lawrence channel if you guys still didn't. Lawrence, these catch-ups, we should definitely keep doing them. Always a blast.
I agree. I love coming on, just chatting random stuff. It's good. It just mixes things up a little bit from the monotony of other stuff, right?
Yeah, of course, man. Like I love to have like people and including you, because one thing that I like about you is like not only we're similar, but you also ask questions back, and you also make like some good points, and I like that because it keeps like it is it's very fluid. It's basically what I was trying to say.
Yeah. I don't wait to be asked. I throw out questions as well.
Yeah, no, it's nice. It's nice. It makes like
I do that for a living. I have to ask questions. So
hey. Now it makes you feel like it's not an interview, which I'm curious about some things. You're also curious about some things, and it feels like more like a conversation, and that's why I like it. So, Laurent, thanks so much. Thank you for coming. Legends, thank you so much as always. We will be back tomorrow for another stream, and hopefully we're gonna also have some patch notes or some good stuff. And once again, Laurent, thank you so much for coming. Congratulations on your Diablo partner, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.